in how he uses it, and it's going to be enough to save his soul. Meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Trixie getting gone on. Kuroki falling incredibly low, though. GH is there with the Fisher, the stun into the Sunstrike, allowing Matsumaman to find first blood, and they may find even more. Kuroki just juking it out in the tree line. Yapso desperately looking for him, but Kuroki is able to play his way around it. He's already stabbing up the south, will be cancelled, but at the end of the day, Kuroki...
Bit of
a very, very nice arrow from Yapso. Will allow them to take down Miracle for 70 seconds.
And Yapso scattered this out from the high ground, so...
This is huge.
Don't believe Koikva should die here. He's got the Savage Roar as well, and he'll even send his bear over there, looking for the kill.
Again, Yap is going to hit the arrow. GH will be there with a Fisher to try and save Kuroki, but Yapso jumps in with the stars, and they get the root off as well. And Kuroki to... As these coming very, very close. There's a Chrono up and available for the Void, and coming across, I mean, he'd love to maybe just even drop it and look for the potential kill onto Yap. We'll see if he wants to commit it. He may not even need to. With GH there, cutting him off. Fisher into the Sunstrike. Yap is gone. And a lot of TPs coming out. He'll be glimpsed back into the midst of the kinetic field. They get a good route. Matsumaman tanking the tower at the moment. The Hex indeed immediately there. The follow through Chrono to trap off Era. They take down the Juggernaut. They have lost Matsumaman, but indeed with that second life, he may be ready to go back for more. They'll get a good route to hold him back again, but he hits the stun onto the Mirana. Trixie comes up with a good Burrow Strike onto two, and in fact, that's resulted in escape. Finding a kill in return, Arrow flies forward. It's going to be duped out by Mind Control. He'll be able to get himself back to safety, but mid lane Koikva could quite get it. In fact, while he gets the route, in fact, onto Kuroki, as he just turns his attention towards the line. Sinner in there as well. They're looking for the body blocks with the bear. One more touch will do it. And Escape able to find some good kills in return for losing Era, and they're not done yet. Yap and Trixie jumping forward, looking for the miracle kill. They'll find that. Static Storm's down, trapping him up. He's out. And will manage to get the finger for Kuroki to take down Sinner in return. Good stun from the low ground as well. Maximum 950 range of that, allowing Mind Control to come in with the Chronosphere. Trapping up Yapso. Can he still play his way out? They don't have detection. They don't have detection. They've got a Fisher. That's it. Oh, Yapso.
He had to. It was wearing off.
Oh, okay. More out of it. Trixie jumping forward. Look for GH. Actually going to miss the Burrow Strike. So GH is able to walk himself back to safety. Escape getting at least one kill and also getting out of objective as the push is starting to come through thick and fast. And at the same time, top lane Matsumaman was looking for something, but the TPs are coming through. And Matsumaman is going to be punished. He's going to be able to dodge the arrows. He heads behind the creep wave. Cinder, though, with the glimpse, bringing him back into the kinetic field. At least you kill him once. Trixie's got to be careful. Takes a huge crit to the face. He'll jump forward. They'll finish off Matsumaman for the first time. Can actually kill him a second time. GH is there with a big Fisher that takes down the Sand King. Mind Control turning for well, allowing them to get a second kill. They're jumping forward for more. Chrono's back up in 10 seconds. Era and Yapso have to be incredibly careful here. As Liquid chasing down more. See if they get something else out of this. Oh, actually the Echo Slap coming out, but he was already in the Omni Slash, so it does absolutely nothing. And out from Yap, holding back Matsumaman. Miracle now turns up. They'll drop the Chrono and the Sunstrike to find that kill. Already, actually, Trixie wrapping around with his Invis rune. They're making a bit of a go onto the bear, forcing it right back, already down to half health. And Trixie channeling up the epicenter, jumping straight back in onto the Invoker. Miracle in a lot of trouble here, taken out. It's quite...
Perhaps in Strack, there's no healing wood should the fight break out.
For GH's Echo. It could be absolutely huge here. Escape have to be very careful how they clump up. Immediate Chrono going to be dropped down onto Sin. They'll look to remove the... Throwing off the fight, disrupts his out. Trixie jumps in with a Burrow Strike. GH is going to be hot in the case of Trixie. They have the Hex with Kuroki. They continue to close down, but the Radiance Burn actually bringing Lion incredibly low. Kuroki might just go down to the Radiance. He's falling low and he falls out. He's down. They've already found a second kill. Matsumaman turns towards the bear, trying to bring it out, but a good stun from Yapso allowing them to get the damage in onto GH. The Radiance from the bear continues to tick down GH. He tries for the TP out. He is going to make it. Nothing to hold him back in time. Matsumaman and Mind Control surrounding the Juggernaut, but he gets the Omni Slash out. Era survives, healing ward's out as well. Now Mind Control has to be careful. Matsumaman with his second life, ready for round two, going straight back in onto Yapso, but the Savage Roars there from Koikva, forcing back Mind Control and Matsumaman away from their cause. Era chases him down with the Blade Fury. He's going to be able to take down the Wraith King. It's another big... Make a jump here. Kuroki, if he comes around to the right a little bit more, it will reveal himself. It's actually to find Trixie. Trixie goes from the Burrow Strike. The Chrono dropped immediately onto the Sand King. They'll get the Sunstrike, the finger as well. GH coming in with the Echo Slam, only catching one. In fact, the Static Storm. Cinder is going to be there to allow for the turnaround. Traps one. Kuroki tries with the TP out. It's not going to be... Get further and further ahead this game. At bottom lane, Trixie jumping in onto GH with the help of Sin. He's trapped. He'll try for the TP out. He's not going to make it. The glimpse there to make sure he's... See Kuroki. Mind Control trying to close the gap. They get the Chronos. Good one this time onto nice two. Immediately sending the Void back out of this. He'll get the burst onto the Lone Druid. They come in with the Echoes now. Trixie falling down low. himself away immediately. They haven't got Koifa for this fight. Losing him at the start of this, so this could be what exactly Liquid have been looking for, and indeed it is. They take 3 down. Matuma looking for more. The Omni Slash coming through from Era. Turns his attention towards GH, trying to walk his way out to the sideline. Era, the only one left alive on the side. He's got to get himself away. They're chasing though. Matuma, Miracle, and Mind Control jump in and find the team wipe. Trying to hold him back, but he's gone. They've lost the Earthshaker. Era coming in with a quick Omni Slash onto Mind Control. Time walks off to the sidelines with Trixie, Era, and Yato on the chase down. Meanwhile, on the left of it, or quite fair, finishing off the back line as Mind Control goes to the TP out, but the glimpse is there. So to Cinnamon, they turn their attention towards quite fair. Era coming in, and he needs to help out the team, but it's a good stun from Kuroki, catching the multiple heroes out. Hex now and Finger bursting Era incredibly low. He Manta style. Blade Fury's his way out of there. Yapsel still fighting on the front lines, looking for Miracle. He made to catch the Radiance Burn, but GH is there with the Fisher. Kills the bear, takes him out. They also find the main hero. Koifa's out once, has the resummon, brings it back in, using it to hold back Matuma Man. He's already used the reincarnate Matuma, so has to be careful once that BKB runs out, and already they want to go back in. Miracle boosting across onto the range creep. GH is going to take an arrow to the backside.
For that high ground push and also just take team fights.
Well, this vision here, they'll spot out Kuroki. How hard to escape him and want to go in onto it. They are going to drop the Static Storm, in fact, for this Lion. Jumping from Trixie to make sure they finish off the kill.
After he's been kited, that's a waste of BKB.
That's the BK down. Yep, so to jump up to the high ground, gets the quick D ward. They get themselves a kill. They did have to give it the Static Storm. Liquid realize this. They want to try to use this chance to get a fight. They'll move forward, but again, the Sentry and Ops placement from Escape, meaning that they see the jump. Matuma still going to come in immediately. Caught out by the first stun through for Trixie. Mind Control coming in though with the 2-man chrono. Gets Koifa on the back lines, but as well as Trixie. A good Omni Slash comes through and they'll take down Matuma once. Miracle's actually going to drop as well. GH through, coming in the back lines with the Echo Slam, catching down Koifa. Matuma Man's in with the damage. They found the Lone Druid Era, popping the BKB and running. They may not have the Invoker, but Escape, they don't have a Sand King, they don't have a Lone Druid. This is the fight that Liquid want to look to take. Yapsel coming in with the E-Blade and the Starstorm, able to burst down Kuroki. There's a glimpse for Cinder to rip Matuma Man away from Era, but already Matuma Man's ripped Era to pieces. They'll lose Cinder as well as Liquid jumping in hard.
Why not? Well, he's been scattered.
Yeah, Trixie immediately jumping forward with the E-Blade. They look to burst him down low. He's actually going to survive that initial bit of magical burst, and the heals for the crit.
What?
Indeed, bringing him back up. He's still playing around the pit here. He's taken an incredible beating and he's still not going down. They drop the Static Storm. He pops the BKB. Matuma Man finally drops on the sidelines. Though Trixie already being forced back. Mind Control jumps in, gets the bash off. They're taking the SK out of this fight. And there's the chrono. Catching out Sin is not the flashiest, but it allows them to get a follow-through kill.
But it's not about him. He's got the second life. It's much more about the damage up from the Invoker and the Chronosphere.
Oh, and yeah, getting caught out by Miracle. Walking around with the Ghost War kill. He played himself, trying to see if he can play around his way out of this one, but with the wall down, the Fisher to the backside.
He's trying to force Escape to go onto them, Martu.
He's just going to turn onto Era, and a Mind Control gets a beautiful Chronosphere, catching out 3 members. Trixie will be in on the backlines though with an epicenter Burrow Strike. They move forward with the Bears. They put the BKB. The Starstorm is taken out. Kuroki is taken down. Matuma Man for the first time. Escape, can they find themselves anything more? They look to lock down the Bear onto Matuma. Stun down initially. He's found half of the racks already. Looking to finish it off and can't quite get it though. The disarm and the stun bringing him back out. Mind Control jumps forward. At the same time, they've actually tried to start the fight themselves. Yapsel leapt in, but the reactions there from Liquid. GH bursting him down. There's been a buyback from Matuma Man. They're looking for more. They'll find Cinder on the escape as well.
Now gets found at top lane.
Back surrounded here. Trixie and Era coming in. Matuma Man pops the BKB, tries to turn. He needs a good few crits to deal with this though.
Back up nearby.
He's out. Out for once. Mind Control pops down the Chronosphere. He's managed to find Era in it post Omni Slash, and they'll turn and take it. That's the jug down, and down for a good 90 seconds, of course, with that buyback still on cooldown. Liquid, see if they can chase for anything more here. Mind Control jumps forward, gets the first hit bash onto the Bear. Diffusal Blade charge as well to hold it in place. Kuroki gets burst down on the back lines by Yapsel with the E-Blade. They'll take down the Bear though. That's the Bear out for Koifa, and they're jumping in for more here, Liquid. Towards Yapsel, getting themselves behind the tower. Miracle, who can he find with his blade? Mind Control's already found the bash onto Sinner and taking down the Disruptor. Mind Control, Matuma Man turn their attention towards Trixie. Jumping from GH, gets the Fisher off onto Yapsel. Liquid surrounding the Mirana as well. They find a 4th kill, and only Yapsel has the...
Drone here, they say there's a tier 2 at top.
Yep.
Well, let's take bigger objectives. Let's take the game 3.
Can they actually stop this? Matuma Man just jumps in immediately onto the Bear. Mind Control has the chrono.
locking down and taking the mana away with that diffusal blade as well. That's going to be the bear out. Quite for low, surrounded by Liquid. The Omni Slash has come through from Era, but it doesn't seem to be enough damage at all. It barely tickles them. They turn their attention towards Jug. Liquid look to be doing it here in game 3 as Trixie and Era try to get back to the base, back to Fnatic days. They're not going to make it. Era's out, Trixie as well. GG, well played is called, and Liquid take the grand